Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a lovely day. Today, I was asked if I would do a get ready with me and show you my basic go-to that I have been using. These are my current favorites, and I'm going to be using the entire line of Westman Atelier products. Those have been my absolute favorites for the past month or so. I just love it. So we're going to use that entire line, as well as I was asked to share my eye look, which was so sweet of you guys. I really appreciate all your support and your comments. But I'm going to be using my favorite Tom Ford Disco Dust and show you how I put this on my mature skin and eyes, and just kind of my go-to. So if you would take a moment, if you would like to see me put that on, go ahead and watch. And again, thank you guys for all your support. If you like my channel, please subscribe, and let's go ahead and do this thing. Okay guys, let's do this thing. It is early in the morning and you're seeing me in all my glory here. I have nothing on my face except for my SPF, or I've done my skincare and then SPF. Just wanted to note I did have a little rosacea outburst, so thus I'm excited to be using all of these really skin nourishing products today. I'm going to use the whole Westman Atelier line, as well as my favorite eye look from Tom Ford. This is my favorite quad, and I'm going to just show you that. So let's quickly get to it because I feel like I'm looking a little scary. Okay guys, I'm going to be using Westman Atelier number 4 and number 3. And of course I didn't bring my glasses, so this is 4. And I'm going to just start by putting a few slicks. So as some of you know, I absolutely love stick foundation. I just love the ease of it, and I am absolutely loving this Westman Atelier. It's just easy to put on, really nourishing for the skin. This is number 3, which is just a little bit lighter. And it might seem like I'm putting a lot on, which I am a little bit. We'll see. Okay, so another quick thing I gotta show you. It's just so easy, magnetized. I love these guys. Okay, let's kind of hurry up and get some coverage on the skin. So then I just like to use my IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe foundation brush, and you guys will see how this just transforms your face in minutes, okay? So it just glides on the skin. And again, I'm kind of bummed out because I've got, I think that Augustina Spotter cream is not working for my skin. It's just been super dry and irritated. So anyways, we can talk about that later. But this is one of my favorite foundations because it has skin loving ingredients in it, and it's going to just even out my skin and give it a little bit of coverage. I'm going to need to be putting some more on this irritated side. And I just want to show you guys how nice the coverage is. One thing is, it just feels super nice to your face. It just goes on like a dream. And can you see how quick and easy this is? I really look for those kind of foundations that are easy to use, and don't do, so you don't look too heavy. Sorry guys. Okay, let me put a little bit more on. Oh boy. Stop it, kids. I have 2 dogs, Gumbo and Satchmo. My husband is from New Orleans. Thus and of course, the minute I get on here, the more I am going to, they're gonna be terrible and act horrible. Okay, I'm gonna use this as a concealer. I'm using the lighter one just a little bit under my bags here. And this time I'm gonna use my beauty blender. And I am gonna go through and really pounce this product through my skin. I am being barred by dogs this morning. Stop it, my Lord. This never fails. The minute, it's like they're my kids, you know. The minute you get on the phone, then they start acting bad, and they were just sleeping on the couch, and now that I'm doing this, they are going to act terrible. That's just the way it goes, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm gonna bring you in. I'm gonna actually look at the mirror real quick. You guys, I am still figuring out all this camera stuff as far as it says I am zoomed in. I'm just looking at the mirror myself. Okay, so we have a nice little base on here, and I'm gonna show you the coverage. And again, you guys, my skin is not in a great state this morning, but I don't wanna add in too much more. A little goes a long way with the Westman Atelier stick. Calm down. Okay, so you guys, this is the coverage, and I'm gonna bring you in just a little bit so you can see. And again, skin is irritated today. But actually, I have to be honest, whenever I wear this, I feel like my skin by the end of the day is doing better. So I really do believe it has some skin loving ingredients from back here. I think it looks fine. And then this is number 4 and number 3 kind of mixed. And kind of want to put a little bit more on this side, but again, you don't want to do too much. I'm gonna put a little bit of 3 over there because I'm trying to counteract just a little bit of that redness. I'm gonna leave the other cheek. Okay, and I'm just gonna pounce it in. And hope that the coverage is showing up with the camera. But anyways, so you can see, couple minutes and we are good to go. Nice and slick. And this will all come together. Okay, let me take one more peek. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Just not having a great skin day today. But anyways, I really like, this is super comfortable. I like the light to medium coverage, especially when my skin's a little bit better. I like it even more. Super comfortable, and by the end of the day, this is one of those foundations that looks better as the day goes by. Okay, next product, and we're gonna use the entire line of Westman Atelier that I have, because I know some of you have been asking. Next step is the Westman Atelier Contour Stick in Biscuit. You guys, this has been a, surprisingly, this has been my favorite product, besides the super loaded. And then, oops, I'm gonna just take it from the top of the ear down, and I don't wanna go too far down. And then I'm trying to do a little bit on my big forehead here. I always like to get rid of double chin. And then this is what I always like to do with my big old nose here. I like to just give it a little bit of shadow there. This just warms up your skin, and seriously, I was laughing because I am not a contour kind of girl, or you know, this wasn't, I would use bronzer, but not necessarily contour. And I have to say, I love this contour stick so much in Biscuit. Maybe it's just like the perfect tone, but it just warms up the skin. It goes on like a dream. And you guys, this is my, this side is my not so good side. I have this huge vein, and this side of my cheek was terribly upset this morning. Okay, and then underneath always like to get rid of, give a little shadow underneath my chin and bring it down. So I do actually like that for, to get rid of that. Let me take a peek and then let's do that nose. Don't want to leave that. So I just take the other side of the Heavenly Luxe and I just sort of buff this down. Just wanting to give it a little bit of shadow. And getting, not exactly sure how to contour my nose, guys, but anything that I can just give it a little shortening, that would be nice. Okay. So that is, let's take a peek from back here. So if you can see, just added a little bit of warmness to the skin. I just really like it. I just think it's super pretty color. And again, I don't know if this is it's gonna work for light to medium skin tones, not necessarily everyone, but I'm kind of feeling like she's coming out with more stuff. Okay, after I do warm up the skin, then I absolutely love Petal Blush. This is like one of my favorite cream blushes, and I actually do just take it from the bullet and smile, and then I put it on the apples of my cheeks and I bring it up. Now you guys are so sweet that you wanted me to do a get ready with me, so just a little caveat, obviously not a makeup artist. And have lots of techniques that I could learn. Then I just take my complexion brush and I just slightly give that, blend that into the skin. You know what's cute though is that my daughter is 15 and she doesn't wear a whole lot of makeup, but she is seriously so good because of YouTube. She knows, she has so many techniques and stuff that she has learned from YouTube. So she is the reason why she told me that I should start my own channel for more mature skin. Okay, you guys, so just a little bit of flush to the skin. I'm feeling like I'm already looking a little more alive, but I need my eyeballs. We're getting to that next. Okay, then after I put on a little blush, absolutely favorite, I kind of have been using this as highlighter slash blush topper. This is the Westman Atelier Super Loaded Highlighter in Peau de Pêche. I love the entire line, but this has been one of my favorites. I just love it. And so I just take a little bit of that on my same brush. I know I'm kind of multi-purpose, guys. I don't switch everything up. And then I just kind of have been putting it a little bit on top, up a little bit on the cheekbones here, and I just feel like it gives a really nice healthy look. We might even go really, we might use the lid up. We'll use the entire line just so you guys can see. Okay, so I just do that kind of up here, and it's a bronzy. I'm gonna give you guys a swatch here because it is so pretty. Okay, so right here. Do you see how it's sort of a peachy, bronzy? I just feel like it gives you a little bit of warmth. Again, building from each cream product, I think maybe that's why I'm liking it. They just build really nicely. So the Biscuit to the Petal to the Super Loaded highlight, really like that. I sometimes put a little up here to kind of bring you up. Well, okay, so, okay. Feeling like I'm getting complexion wise. And then for fun, you know what, let's go ahead and put bronzer on. I have to be honest, usually I stop here. This is about all I do, but I did buy her beautiful bronzer. And again, I think it's kind of like a buttery bronzer. I know the color looks a little bit deep, but let's go ahead and use it today because I want to show you everything in the line. But anyways, isn't it adorable? So this is one of these things I'm not using quite as much as all the rest of the products, but that is partly because I like cream products because I am more mature. And let's just give it a little. Okay, can you guys see that? I just did a light touch. I will tell you, you do not want to go too heavy, but the formula of this is just so pretty. It really is buttery. We're just gonna go a little bit more, and I'm using a Heavenly Luxe small powder brush. And I tend to try to go through here, like where the sun would naturally hit your skin, and then bring it down the neck. Okay, so already feeling a little bit better, but my main thing is I need some eyeballs. You guys, my eyes tend to disappear into my head. Let's use the last product real quick. And this one I have not been using as much. This is the Lit Up highlighter. And it is beautiful, but again, I've been really using that Peau de Plush. But let's go ahead and we will put a little right here. And we can see if you can see. Now, it's really kind of wet looking, kind of glossy skin, but the one thing is it does make your skin look healthy. And sorry, you guys, this side is kind of upset over here, so I'm not really wanting to, highlight that much. Okay, but as you can see, let me see if you can see. Can you look at where I put that? It just gives you kind of that healthy, glossy skin look. And then what I like to do with any cream products and stuff, you guys, I like to just press them into the skin. I just feel like then that takes away any makeup look, or you know. Okay, let's get to eyes, okay? So you guys, my go-to lately has been Disco Dusk by Tom Ford. I literally have been wearing this every single day since I got it. And it's like the perfect neutrals for me. So from here, I'm gonna be using Wayne Goss number 16. You guys, these are almost like put on eyeshadow by yourself. Like they are the best brushes ever. Totally worth the investment. I think that the whole set, I want to say the eye set maybe was $130, which is seems like a lot, but actually that they are so the best brushes ever. So, okay, I am going to look at the mirror while I'm doing this, but I tend to just come here and I start putting it in the crease right here. And I'm hoping you guys can see this. And as I'm doing, do you see how this just, the way that it's angled, it literally just fits right in. And again, you guys, I have more mature eyes that is getting that lovely crepiness. So much fun getting older. That's okay. I'll take it. Okay, and then I'm gonna do this one over here. And again, just kind of right in that crease, and then I just kind of buff it all over the lid. And that is, sorry, that is the Camel. That is this color right here. I use pretty much every color except I don't use that silvery pop color, except if I'm going out in the evenings. I will put that on, but for day-to-day use, I have not been using that one, but I've been using all the rest of them. Okay, so again, I am just gonna blend, 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 and get that all over my eye. And I just love this quad. Okay, let me take a look. Okay, next we take the lovely rose gold slash rose gold. Would you guys call that rose gold or cranberry color? This guy right here. And I am going to take that on a Wayne Goss number 17. And I'm gonna start at the outer V. And then I do take it a little bit into my, let's see. I'm trying to get up as close as possible, you guys. And then again, do you see how the brush just does the work for me? I mean, literally, so I'm just taking it, here's the V, and then I'm gonna just kind of buff this all together. Okay. Take off any extra. I'm gonna go right in at the V. And that's what I love. I swear that between the eyeshadow and the brushes, I feel like it's doing all the work for me. Easy, easy. So for me, you guys, these, I tend to use the same stuff over and over. And then I'm gonna go back to the 16 brush, and I am just going to blend that together a little bit. Just blend. Okay, we're getting a nice base on the eyes, and you can see it kind of brought out a little bit of the green in my eyes. And then I am going to be using this brown slash purpley shade and as my eyeliner. Okay, so if you guys have any, I just have been using that as I've gotten older. I still like to use eyeliner. I'm gonna have to be looking down in the mirror for this. I'm hoping you guys can see. And I just kind of hold up my crepey eyeball, and then I just bring it along the lash line. I try to get as close as possible. And this is an old MAC brush. Gosh, you guys, this is like really old. I want to say a MAC 14. But can you see how that just again defined my eyeballs? I'm gonna look in the mirror real quick. Sorry guys, I will learn how to do this. I was laughing because someone had said, can you please show your eye makeup? And I was like, really? I'm not the best at that. But again, trying to get as close to my eyelashes as possible. But between the eyes, can you see how this is when I laugh about needing my eyeballs, but all of a sudden it's more defined versus this one that's sinking into my head. Okay, let me do this side. And again, I'm gonna try to show you, I just kind of lift up just a little bit and using, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to use this in the mirror just a little. I'm hoping, oh, you know what? I'll bring you down like that. There we go. Okay, can you see? Because I'm gonna use the mirror. And I'm just going to run along the lash area. This one's a little thicker than I want this morning. That's okay. Okay. Already so much better. Now, I don't know how to do any of those like wings and stuff like that, but I will learn. My daughter, again, she is amazing at that, but I just try to define my eyes. And again, just using that shadow, and I love that shadow because it's got a little bit of purple in it, and I think it brings out the green in my eyes. Ah, feeling so much better. Okay. Now we need lashes. Oh, poop. I forgot my eyelash curler. I use the Charlotte Tilbury eyelash curler. And then I am always on the hunt for a good mascara. I have been using the Hourglass Film Noir for years. I like this one. I also love the Chantecaille, I think it's Facile lashes. It has some serum in it. It's crazy expensive, but I had done lash extensions, which had kind of ruined my lashes, and I have been swearing by Grande Lash MD serum. Like literally my lashes have been so much better since using that. But I have been, this one I think also is pretty good for your, I'm gonna take you down just a little while I try to put on my mascara with you guys. Anyways, this is the most important part, mascara, and I just like to take it down at the root and lift up. Okay, got a little clumpiness there. Okay, so if anybody has a favorite mascara that they are loving, I also use L'Oreal, the classic Voluminous Carbon Black. have loved that for years. I'm just not discerning on that. I've been trying to use mascaras that have some goodness to them because of my lash experience. And okay, one eye down. Well, I think we've got that one. And I'm sure this is fascinating for you guys. Okay, so much better. We have one eyeball on. I'm gonna do the other side real quick. Oops. Okay. And try to get to the base and then wiggle them up. I just keep on doing it until I get the desired length and volume. But mascara is my best friend. And I tried to like the lash extensions, but the maintenance and the cost, and I really like to wash my face with lots of goodies. Oils and balms, and it was like, actually I missed that so much because you're so worried about your lashes and you don't want to do that because you've just paid a bunch of money for your lashes, and anytime a lash would fall out, I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's a $3 lash, or it just was stressing me out more. Now I do say I loved the ease of getting up in the morning and you like automatically already look better because your lashes are on. But again, it was just a little bit too much expense, and it just wasn't my thing. And again, I just really love my facial regime, and it was kind of making me sad. Okay, so we have got our eyeballs on, and it's literally so funny because I already feel so much better. And then for lips, I am going to put on, this is Bite Beauty Glacé, and then I like to top it with the Marc Jacobs. I think this is Mauve Over Me or something like that. I'll list everything in the description box. No, I don't have a top lip per se. So lips are not my thing, and I don't want to get any lips. I know you can buy them, but I think at 50 years old, I would look really silly and weird all of a sudden getting lips, don't you? Maybe not. So anyways, that gives me a little bit of definition. And then I like to just top it. You guys, these guys are so awesome. This is like that Marc Jacobs lip gloss, but it's in stick form. Ooh, I love it. I have Sugar, and this guy, I love these. These are just easy. You just slick them on, and then we are essentially done with my get ready with me. You guys, again, I normally do not powder, or if I do, I powder down the center of my T-zone with either Hourglass mineral, or the Veil powder, or the Luminous powder, which I really like as well. Of course, I didn't bring it down, but this is one of my favorite brushes. Love, love, love. And let's just pretend that we do have a little powder here. And then I will just kind of powder underneath, just a teeny. I do not, you guys, I don't get the whole baking thing, but that's probably because I'm 50. And the thought of putting a bunch of powder under my eyeball would just freak me out. Talk about accentuating. No! So you guys, anyways, this is like my go-to products. And of course I switch things up from time to time, but this has been my go-to makeup routine for probably the last month or so since I got the Westman Atelier products. I absolutely love them, love the whole entire line. And I think I would say the two things that are not being used the most are the bronzer, which you know what, I should use that more often anyways. It's a really nice bronzer. I think because I've been using the Peau de Pêche super loaded highlighter, kind of like sort of like a bronzer, like a topper on the blush, but I'm gonna use that. Let's put more on. Look at, we're just gonna go all out today. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit on and of this bronzer. So the two products that I would say that I don't use the most are the Lit Up highlighter and the bronzer. So if you are just going to buy a few pieces, I highly recommend foundation. Amazing, love, love, love it. The contour stick was a surprise for me and I love it. The Biscuit, if you have skin tone similar to me, I just like literally cannot tell you how much I love it. And then I'm tempted to get another one of these blushes. I love Petal. This is just a perfect little flush, and there's some other, all the shades looked beautiful. This was one that I picked out and I love it. And you know what, I tend to do more of be of a bronzer girl before, not much of a blush person until I got this. So love those. And that, oh, one more shout out. You guys, I love these Wayne Goss, the eye set brushes, and I'm just gonna go through a couple of them with you, but these are so worth it, and I swear to gosh, they put on your eyeshadow for you. So number 16 is the one I use pretty much all over my eye, and then I use, 18 is more of a flat brushed one, which I have used for that cranberry shade and just packed it on over here. And then there's some other more detailed brushes, number 20, and again, you can get in more detailed, and also you can take some underneath your eyes. And then number 10, which I had already used for putting on the rose gold. And wait, I think I'm using, anyway, 17. We'll do a whole other review on these brushes, but they are amazing. I do not tend to put anything underneath my eyes because I feel like it accentuates where I do not want to accentuate. Fine lines, all of that lovely. So I try to lift up, everything needs to be lifted up as you're turning 50. Or turning 50, as you're getting older. So anyways, you guys, this is my go-to look. And I feel ready for the day, and I hope you enjoyed this. And please keep the suggestions coming. I'm really enjoying all your comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and I will be back with another video soon. Thank you for watching.